I have not watched Love Island, but I have been on social media enough where I feel like I have watched Love Island. I feel like I know everything. I feel like I know everything when I don't, but I feel like I do. But anyway, did you hear about this Love Island drama for, I guess, the past season's winners? I don't know if they were winners or not. Let's see.
What happened?
I think her name is JaNa Craig and Kenny Rodriguez. They were past contestants on Love Island. They did not win, but they placed third in season 6. So they were runner-ups, but they were still, popular. Mm-hmm. And I remember seeing them on my TikTok explore page a few times last year. But anyway, okay, cool. Her name is JaNa Craig. JaNa Craig and Kenny Rodriguez from Love Island season 6. That is her name. Cool. Great. So they're an interracial couple. JaNa is black and Kenny is Dominican. Okay?
Okay.
Great. So this is another interracial couple. And remember now there's a whole big thing behind Alondria and Nick, and there's a lot of interracial things going on Love Island. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of beautiful black women on there, and it's a spectacle because they're interracial. They're with this white guy, they're with this Dominican guy, whatever. Cool, right? Whatever, right? So anywho, JaNa and Kenny. So I guess with this Love Island stuff, I guess the winning couple win a cash prize of some sort. But when it comes to these reality shows, it's all about exposure. So even if you don't win the prize, even if you don't win, getting on the show is still a win for you, and you can still alley-oop that into something else. So this couple did not win, but they were still popular. They're still nice to look at, and they can still get brand deals in some way. So the whole scandal behind JaNa and Kenny is that Kenny secretly doesn't like black women. He's with this black girl that he was a runner-up on the show with. He doesn't like her in real life.
That's crazy.
And so JaNa actually the other day JaNa actually announced their breakup via social media, and she announced the breakup. She didn't say why at first, and then Kenny came in and made his own little passive aggressive statement, and then JaNa's BFF came out and was like, they broke up because JaNa found out that he was racist. So apparently JaNa found messages in his phone about him just talking about how he was only using her and he can't wait to date other girls. He's just using her to get brand deals. He doesn't like black women, like saying I don't like black women, black bitch, black this, that. At one point in the text messages, he says the N-word or describes her as an N-word and all these things, all nasty things. And they were quote unquote supposed to be in love. And there were video clips that came once everyone got wind of this, people gave their think pieces and stuff. But one thing that I saw that was interesting was there were a lot of clips that came out where they were discussing this guy never really fucking liked her, and they were showing different video clips of how they would be playing around, and they would play around on TikTok, and it was like some point I guess that it was like a challenge on TikTok where the guy would throw his girlfriend in the air and catch her or whatever, some little TikTok trend where they would throw each other up in the air or whatever. There were 2 videos where they did the challenge together. Like he would flip her over, but then he wouldn't catch her. Like he would let her fall and hurt herself. Like it was just weird. Like this weird videos of him basically showing that he does not like this girl for real, and that people were just calling it out. And it was also revealed that the cast of Love Island of his season, they all unfollowed him. The host unfollowed him. It was a whole entire backlash that came with that. And I thought it was interesting because it kind of sparked a lot of conversations. I'm not really against, I've always toyed with the idea of dating interracially, like interracial dating. I've always toyed with that idea, and sometimes my friends they make fun of me, we can see you with a white guy, Danielle, we can see you with a white guy, whatever, and only a white guy can be patient with you, and blah blah blah. Just joking about that with me. But I always got that. So at some point people will always say I can see you with a white guy. But why? Why can you see me with a white guy? I don't why can you? I mean what you about to say? You can't see who you see? You can see with a white guy, J-Rob?
Yeah, Russian. So I'm just playing.
Oh,
I'm just playing.
Not Russian.
I'm just playing.
Could you see me with a white guy?
Yeah.
You could? Why?
I don't know. I feel like y'all be good. I feel like y'all be good.
You could see me with one?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but I always toy with that idea. But I always, in the back of my mind, I'm always like, when it comes to interracial dating, it's always the like, are they secretly racist? Is their family racist? Does he come from a racist background? How does he really feel about me as a black woman? How do you really feel? Because with this guy, like, he acted like he was into her. They were so in love, but he was using her for like clout and potential brand deals, because, you know, and I'm actually gonna read a little bit of this article that Refinery 29 posted, because they said it beautifully. But yeah, I always toy with that idea. But yeah, I just, you know, I always toy with that idea of interracial dating, but always was apprehensive about like what comes with it, and, you know, are their intentions genuine? How do they really feel about me? Would they really genuinely love me? And, you know, how's their family? Because, you know, if they come from a hateful family, I don't want to procreate with that person, because then at that point, I don't believe that my kids will be safe around your family.
Not at all.
And I don't want any instances where, like, I don't want any racial instances to even happen to where let's say we have kids and there was a racial incident within the family, but I'm forever linked to you because we're either married or we have kids together, and it's just like, this is a hard pill to swallow. This is hard to get over. Like, what therapy can we even use to get over whatever happened, this racial situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just because it's two different worlds. You know what I mean? And it's just like, we have to. There really has to be a boundary of respect, and there really has to be some sort of transparency when it comes to people in interracial relationships. That's just how I feel. I was watching, you know, Kerry Washington. She has a lot of like on-screen white love interests, and it's this movie Lakeview Terrace with her and Samuel L. Jackson, and she's married to a white man. And you saw the movie? It's a movie called Lakeview Terrace, starring Kerry Washington and Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson is the police officer that's her neighbor, and she's married to a white man. I forgot the white man's name, but he plays the leading guy in The Conjuring. He plays the lead character in The Conjuring. But yeah, so at some point in the movie, because, you know, Samuel L. Jackson, he's a police officer and he has 2 kids and his wife died. And he hates the fact that Kerry Washington is with that white man. He hates that the white man is with the black woman. Like, it's like, this isn't right to me. I don't like that, right? And so anyway, he has 2 young kids. He has a teenage daughter, and the teenage daughter went over to Kerry Washington's house to swim in her pool. And they're in the pool together. Her and Kerry, the daughter and Kerry, are in the pool together alone. And so at one point, the girl asked her, like, you know, how is it being married to your husband? Like, you know, whatever. And I guess she asked her about being married to a white guy or whatever, or like being with a white guy. And Kerry says in the movie, she's like, you know, if you ever are with a white guy or with a man that's, you know, not of your race, you have to really, really make sure that you guys really, really like each other, because you're gonna have more obstacles than normal. Yeah. You have to make sure that you guys really like each other, because it's going to be a lot that you're going to have to handle. My cousin, she was married to a white man. They're not together anymore, but she was married to a white man, and she would tell me that when they would be out, just be out like running errands, just be out and about, they would get like looks, like disapproving looks and shit like that. So I'm like, yeah, child. But anyway, I'm going to read a tad bit of this article on Refinery 29. I love this platform, by the way, this publication platform, by the way. I follow them on Instagram too. But the title of the article says, JaNa Craig split proves a pattern, and it's black women who pay the price. So it talks about what happened. Let's see. So at one point in the article, it says, what few saw coming was that their demise was due to Rodriguez, who was Dominican, being an alleged racist and clout chaser who had been faking his relationship with the Las Vegas native the entire time. JaNa's from Las Vegas. Craig, JaNa, confirmed the breakup on Tuesday when she shared a statement via Instagram stories. And JaNa's statement says, as you know, Kenny and I are no longer together. Please know that I have seen all the breakup theories and none have matched up to how terrible, disgusting, and disappointing it truly is. Discovering that someone you loved isn't who you thought they were and that the relationship you thought you were building hasn't been genuine since day one and has been truly devastating. Then it says that Kenny came out with his own statement. His statement read, "The past few days have been incredibly difficult. I'll always be grateful for the time we shared and the memories we created," Kenny says. "I released this chapter with no ill will, only hope that JaNa's path forward brings her nothing but happiness." JaNa called out Kenny in a response and referred to him as a manipulative liar. She said, You not taking accountability and telling people the type of person you really are is insane to me." So it goes on to say, season 6 castmate seemingly confirmed claims that Rodriguez was using JaNa for brand deals and status. Serena, also another, I think Serena was, that's another girl that's with Odell Beckham's little brother. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
The black girl with the black guy, Odell Beckham's little brother, is dating Serena. They also met on Love Island. I'm not sure what season, but I know a little bit. I just, whatever. Anyway, Serena called him a narcissist and a racist on an Instagram post. Leah called Rodriguez a clout demon under another post. Olivia Walker reposted Rodriguez's statement and said, "I hope this gives you the clout you always wanted, you effing loser." So then it says that JaNa's friend, who wasn't on the show at all, she said that they found messages in Kenny's phone that says verbatim that he doesn't like black women, and he thought he'd get more money out of their relationship and that he couldn't wait to break up with her so he could date other women. So he was just he was playing off of the interracial aspect of their relationship, because that's marketable as well. She's black, you're not. Well, you're Dominican. Well, he's all Dominicans aren't black, but a lot of them are. It's right next to Haiti. But if you look at him, he looks a little mixed, but some Dominicans look more black than others.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
But he looks like, this is how he looks. This is Kenny right here, J-Rob. He's Dominican. He look a little mixed a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. But of course, but they can still be anti-black, and that was anti-black.
Right.
But that's very heartbreaking. I know she's devastated. She came back out with another statement. People are, giving her support and stuff, and she was like, guys, thank you so much for your support. I'm fine. I'm doing fine. But that's devastating to learn that who you're with, that you have feelings for, that you love, secretly hates your guts and secretly hates you for something that's out of your control.
Right. That's crazy.
That's crazy. And playing off of, interracial fetishes, and it's marketable. And, a lot of times, when these non-black men are with black women, they have a noble complex. They're looked at as oh, you're so noble. Because you're already a man, a non-black man. So you have another privilege over top of black men. Men in general have a privilege over women, but non-black men have even more privilege over the lighter your skin is, the more privilege you have. You know what I mean? So for you to be a non-black man, any non-black man, any white guy, any whatever, we all watch Scandal. Even though this man was clearly having an affair behind his wife's back with Kerry Washington, he was having an affair with Kerry Washington, this black woman, this smart, beautiful black woman. And so we didn't care that he was screwing her behind his wife's back. He's with this smart, intelligent black woman. You know what I mean? So it's you get put on I feel like non-black men that date black women, they automatically get put on a pedestal because we already assume that you'll go to bat for your girl because she's already black. You have to. Like I said before, when you're with someone that's not someone that's not your race, you have to really like each other, because you're gonna go through different shit in life.
Right.
With people disapproving of you. So it's when we see this white guy or this Hispanic guy or this non-black guy with this chocolate dark-skinned black woman, this beautiful dark-skinned black woman, we automatically assume that you're someone that we can trust, that you're noble, that you're an upstanding guy. We already assume that because you're with this dark-skinned black woman. That's what we assume.
Right.
So then when we see this, it's oh fuck, you're horrible. You're whoa, and it's devastating. It's fucking devastating. So
it's crazy out here.
Yeah. Yeah. At one point they said, ladies, like, it was another conversation. It was the interracial conversation, but there was another conversation of just like women, because there's some women are with men that don't really like them. Like my troubles, I've had troubles with men because a lot of times in the situation that I was in, he really didn't fucking like me because he wouldn't have treated me this way. Mm-hmm. Like with old boy. Even when he married the person he married, he didn't like her either. Apparently, it didn't last. So it's just like it was a whole discussion about like, are you with someone that really likes you, ladies? Are you in a relationship that with a man that really likes you? If go through at one point someone said like, if you're ever curious, go through his phone and search keywords and see what he says about you. See who he really is, because that's what happened with Kenny. They searched him. They found shit in his phone.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. That's crazy.
They would have never known. So blessings to her. I'm glad she's taking JaNa is taking her power back. I'm gonna have to clip. I'm gonna have to clip this. I'm gonna have to clip this up so bad because I said JaNa, child. Anywho.